everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, I've been hearing a lot about this Harry and Meghan going back to the UK, whatnot, and some interesting points about it. In particular, also about the Father's Day picture that Megalodon posted. So I couldn't I didn't see anything that looked too strange with the children. I know that some people pointed to the feet of Archie. But what I did notice that if you look at the drapes and you follow the lines, the ones on the left go straight up and down, but then on the right hand side by Harry's the line that goes into Harry's elbow, the drapes are bent in. And you could say, oh well, it just got moved angle that way, but I don't think so. I don't think the entire line is going to go straight down like that at an angle. And also, she did some photoshopping on Harry's ears. This is a picture on the left, was taken from 2026, and so it's recent. And you can see Harry's ears normally jut out from his face, just like his father. His ears stick out. Meghan actually photoshopped his ears, and not only say it because you can see how much more it's pinned down, but also if you look at the drapes, especially on the left hand side, on our left, you can see the line of the drape goes up and then it stops. And if you look up next to his head, the line of the drape continues. And no, like that's not, can't be. So she messed around with his ears and it looks very bizarre. She really flattened him down. And of course, she also photoshopped his right side. He has no lines by his eye, but on the left side of the face, he has wrinkles on the side of his eyes, laugh lines or whatever. So you can see heavily photoshopped. Everything's photoshopped, of course, in this picture as well. The little girl there, she lightened the hair. It looks like because you can see there's a dark strand under her ear. So the more you look at it, there's a lot of heavy photoshopping, smoothing, lighting here and there. Now, yeah. So but I can't. I don't, and sharpening of this, softening of Harry's face. So now, the body language guy was pointing out that he believes this whole thing is manipulative of Megalodon, that she's doing this to tug at the heartstrings of King Charles, to say, don't you want to see this doting dad and his children and whatnot? And yeah, I can't disagree. Everything Machiavellian Megalodon does is very conniving and controlled and strategic. And speaking of that, body language guy also mentioned that royal experts were saying that, Meghan and Harry with the kids coming to the UK is a win-win for Meghan and her brand, because we all know she's doing this to align herself with the royal family and to get some work in Hollywood because everybody shut her out. But also because if Charles and William don't, visit Harry and Meghan with the children, then that'll be a big story. And if they do, that'll also be a big story and make Harry and Meghan look good. So if they have pictures of them with King Charles and William, that'll boost Meghan's brand. But if Charles and William don't pose for pictures with Harry and Meghan and the children, then Meghan can play the victim again of the racist royal family. Because, her Sausage Squad hate on William and Catherine and Charles at night and day. So either way, it's going to be a win-win for her. She'll get to play the victim again. So I have to wait and see how that pans out. But that's what I was going to look at today, what Meghan's intentions are. I'm sure the Machiavellian Madame has many different plans and how she'll execute them. And I'm just going to throw some cards to get an idea of what some of those plans are. What is, because we all know Megalodon, who photoshops her husband's ears. You can only imagine what she photoshops on the children. You don't really know what they look like, so we can't say for sure. But she does a hell of a lot of photoshopping on every single picture. And yeah. So controlling it to the T. So let's see, what's Megalodon planning? What's she planning on doing? What are her plans anyways? When she goes to the UK to raise all kinds of hell. Wherever she goes, the woman raises hell with her cabal. Let's see how this is going to go. You know, she's going to be gunning for Catherine. Catherine going to make her cry like she claimed on Oprah. Oh my goodness. And I remember, I don't know if it was serious. I mean, this whole thing is theater anyways, so you can't really take everything seriously. However, more proof that Harry and Meghan are in cahoots with the royal family on many things, including climate change. There's a lot coming out about Travelists. Harry's way of getting people's data has just merged with another company, Greenview, where they talk all about sustainability and the whole climate hoax thing. So Harry's very involved with climate change as well as William and Charles. So they're all on the same page with the globalist agenda. And it's still going on. Travelist is still going, believe it or not. Still working on making you get points for your travel. Prove your they even said ESG goals. ESG. They're still the globalist goals. They're still pushing that garbage. And Harry is still gung ho with it and teamed up with all these major globalist corporations. But anyhow, still going strong with the climate change nonsense and to siphon our wealth, or daring to use energy and daring to drive or fly somewhere. How dare us peasants leave our compounds? We should be in 15-minute cities and locked up. That's what they want. Anyways, and that goes to Charles's C40 cities with Sadiq Khan. But anyhow, yeah. What's Meghan's? What's Megaladon's? What's her plans? What's her scheme? Or at least one of them, general scheme here. What are her plans? Owing it to her trip to the Ukraine. What's she gonna do? What's she planning on doing anyways? Oh man, she's dying. You see how they're hiding now? They do a lot of peekaboo. She's in the hiding phase. She hides for a while and then pops out, and then she's everywhere. You can't escape. It'll be every news show, they'll be reporting on it here. Now we've got royal news in America. We never had that before. Now, thanks to Megaladon, the witch from hell, we've got royal news in America, which we should not have royal news channels here. Anyways, they're bringing it here. They're trying to invade. It's the British invasion all over again, but with an ugly Megalodon leading the way with Obama. Anyhow, I digress. So let's look at this. What's Megalodon's plans here? That scheming witch scheming. Let's see the card show. All right. So first card I get, Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, she's definitely in cahoots here. So she's not the only one planning this trip. It's her and her deep state buddies, Chia Pets behind the scenes. For sure. They're working together. Strength. Oh, yes, of course. So she's there. The strength you can see is a Harry Meghan card, but also just in general, strengthen her image and give her and strengthen her power with the lion there, the royal family. You see, this woman is staring right into the eyes of the lion. She's there to stare down the royal family. And yeah, and with her demands, her unhappiness there, Three of Cups. And I got Queen of Cups reversed. Oh, no, there's the theory of her going and doing some witch work at Princess Diana's grave and bringing the 10 children, the rented children. And Judgment reversed. Oh my. Oh, but I also have Judgment reversed coming back over again, finding new reasons to judge the royal family. Like, you can't complain about the royal family if you're not spending any time with them. So she's got to go back so she can come up with more racism accusations. Maybe they're going to ask about Archie's skin color again. No, allegedly. We all know it's BS lies. Four of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, the greedy, graspy. And of course, we've got little lily bucks there on the beach there. So I'm sure there's going to be beach pictures for sure. With the Four of Pentacles, I get the idea that she's going to be there grabbing whatever she can for herself. And of course, no, actually, not for Meghan. Meghan's the only title Meghan cares about is Mama, right? She's there. Oh, my card. Oh, and 10 of Cups. Yes, the royal family card, making sure to make it look like they're the prodigal children returning, like the prodigal son. Yeah, so I'm getting, yeah, she's there to cause all kinds of misery and problems and gossip with the Three of Cups reversed, and she's there to be a show of strength and to get back on the front pages and people talking about her. She's going to be perverting and the memory of Princess Diana and conjuring up her spell work there with that being, and also, of course, with Judgment reversed. I get, the same thing over and over again. I think that she's going to be repeating the same things over and over. It's going to be part two. It's going to be the same part two. She'll probably come back with the same exact complaints as before. Yeah. And now she'll have the children as weapons. So it will be, I just want security for my children. I just want more money for my children. My children deserve to have more property and houses and so it's going to be that kind of thing, grabbing whatever she can. Four Pentacles reverse, money, money, money from the royal family. But at the same time, she's going to try to act like we're one big happy family here, the family tree there, and that, Archie and Lilibet should have exactly whatever Prince William's children have. That's Meghan's thought process, her lefty, disrespectful thought process. So yeah, she certainly wants to be there to enjoy the lavish lifestyle, and that, I mean, of course, she already enjoys, but with the pomp and circumstance of the royal family. Yes. Hmm. Oh, Five of Swords. Wow. Yeah, so she's going to be weaponizing any kind of get-togethers there, any kind of gossip. There's going to be a lot of, whenever Meghan, like at the Queen's funeral, I heard Meghan wanted to spread the rumor that she was pregnant again. Like she loves spreading rumors. So I kind of see these two together as Meghan's going to be, and I also kind of see this as like the royal experts in the UK. They're kind of sitting on TV, kind of sitting at a table talking and analyzing everything. So she's going to be weaponizing that with her. She basically, Meghan like own ITV at this point? I mean, it seems like it. She could just call up and get someone fired, and I mean, she's got her puppets there, so she's gonna have her puppets. She's gonna be working with, and they're gonna be, slinging out the lies and the rumors, right? Because the royal Shallon Lester brought this up when she was an editor at a magazine. I forget which one, Star or something. She said that the royal family was always a tight ship. Nothing leaked. Meghan gets on board and suddenly there's leaks everywhere. So I see some more leaks here with literally like the Three of Cups, like the water leaking out. And it's because of this witch over here, Megalodon. And of course, she's going to be starting, spreading, telling them what to say, leaking things out. Moon reversed. And she's going to be wanting to heighten. The moon is the craziness that Meghan makes. She's been making craziness since the day she got on the world stage as a result of marrying Prince Harry. And I do see her wanting to rev that up again. So she definitely wants the craziness and people getting all wild. And I also get with the moon is new and full moon. So I don't know if on her trip is going to be a newer full moon. She's going to pull some stunt for strength there, pull something there, some brouhaha that she'll bring up. Oh, the world reversed with print under the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so I see, obviously, she is there to be supportive to the globalist agenda, the lefty agenda. So I see she's going to be doing something regarding Princess Diana very publicly, maybe pictures. She has already said that she believes Lilibet looks just like Princess Diana, don't you know? And if not, Meghan will make sure to Photoshop it. So because Meghan is so competitive. If she really has children, she's going to be wielding them to compete with William's children. So I do get this idea that she's going to want to make it clear to everyone, especially William's children, that her children are Princess Diana's grandchildren too. And also, I can also see the world reversed also as this globalist hidden agenda that Meghan is working with, because Meghan's with the deep state. She's with the globalists that want to take away our freedoms and freedom of speech, which we all know with their climate change lies and whatnot that Harry's involved with, as well as the censorship. So I see something going on there with that Megalodon is going to be pushing as well. Some woke, aka Marxist, communist, globalist agenda there, and I do get a Princess Diana attachment to it. Um, oh, Knight of Pentacles, wow. So yeah, being very fighter here for the money again, Pentacles. So she is going to be fighting tooth and nail for what her children deserve. Her children deserve to be safe, and that's going to cost. It's going to require a lot more money and Diana's jewels and whatnot. So I see that. She's pentacles, pentacles. I got the Fool reversed. Ooh, yes. So she's obviously going to make a fool out of herself, and again, I get the idea of being deceptive in the media with the full moon, and you see he's doing the shadows on the wall, like that typical story. People see the shadows and they think, "Oh my God!" Now, beware that when Megxit happened in January 2020, that was right when they announced COVID. So I get a little nervous hearing that they're going back. I mean, I know they're not moving back, but even so, this announcement of moving back now, and I'm seeing this major arcana, mass deception sort of thing going on. I'm just wondering about the timing of everything. I'm more concerned. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Money, money, money. Pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. And the royal family, you can look at this as reversed, shaking them down. Some finality here. Interesting. So, yeah, I'm concerned about some kind of major globalist announcement like, oh, virus, or whatever virus is in vogue, whatever they decide to try to pull a, because the PrEP Act is still very active, as Dr. Ruby points out on her channel on Twitter X and on Rumble, that as soon as there's an announcement by Tedros of a public health concern, then that sets in order the PrEP Act, which means no liability for anyone that works in the medical field, and they'll be pushing and it could be leading to pushing or forcing more injections. So the point is that or more, or lockdowns that can force it, because there's no, you lose all your rights. And like I said, I have a bad feeling about Harry and Meghan's going back and forth to the UK. Now, they're just visiting, I know. If they decide to move back permanently, then I'd be concerned that it might be another globalist pandemic. But I would pay attention, though, even though it's a visit. Um, I mean, I know there's nothing in the air right now, really. They did try doing the Hanta one recently, but they'll probably come up with another one, though. There's still people on the ship. There's a woman they were quarantining her for Hanta, even though she wasn't even sick, and they kept her locked up, in a room for like months, and she's still, I think, locked up. I mean, it's absolutely insane. They're still doing it. This crap. Anyhow, so don't let your guard down. And I'm concerned even so, because Keir Starmer's replacement seems to be just as bad, if not worse, which is very concerning. So I thought we were going to get rid of that damn, child safety digital ID, but TRG's informed us, I should say, in her video that, yeah, no, it's still on, probably still on here. It looks like it's still on. So I'm like, oh my God. They're still going forward, and Harry and Meghan are, of course, totally on board with that. Yeah, is it going to be some kind of? Because I'm getting like major world. I'm getting this more secretively. More secretively, I think Meghan may be getting. They're also getting some kind of information about the next scandal here, next psyop that may be pushed out. Yeah. And her and Harry's role. So it looks like a bumpy ride for sure. And mostly about the pentacles, cups and moon and Diana. The usual, what she always does. That's mostly pentacles here. So fake fighting. She's going to make some. She's going to be putting things into the media that are leaking things that are lies to drum up some drama and to get hysteria going. 'Cause that's where she gets her power from. But I see like something with the world major. That's Queen of Cups reversed. I see that as Diana all the time with her, but also it's just about setting people, but in a quiet way, doing things to be disturbing, subliminally or psychologically, like wearing inappropriate clothing and putting the children in inappropriate clothing type of thing. So I see her doing some maneuverings like that as well. And I see the same old fights coming up again, the same old arguments, the same old, you're a racist, they're a racist, everyone in the UK is a racist coming up again, possibly more violence because the Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Besides her fighting for money, I do think that she's also going to have her Sussex Squad and Antifa members in the UK. And we know Misan Harriman and Ngozi Fulani and her whole group there. They're all ready to go. Maybe they'll be pulling another stunt as well. And yeah. Four of Pentacles reverse, being greedy with the children and doing some kind of psyop. Again, I get a psyop vibe from this, pulling some kind of craziness there, like a car ride, maybe trying to accuse the royal family of trying to kill her or something, something. It'd be a total lie, it's smoke and mirrors. Everything Meghan and Harry do, they're everything they put out in the media, that the mainstream media tells us, is all shadows in the wall. We already know that none of the royal reporters or anyone in the media covers the real stories, like the fake belly bumps or any of the lies. They didn't follow up on any of the lies in Harry's book or that Meghan has told, and both of them continue to tell. That British Airways flights from Mexico to the UK that doesn't exist is just one of many examples, right? So it's unbelievable. Never mind the Photoshop pictures. Everything she puts on Instagram is AI or Photoshopped, and the media never touches it. They always portray it. Even that video she puts up of her allegedly dancing in the hospital with Harry, right, with obvious pillows or whatnot stuffed under her black dress. And the media never shows any skepticism at all. So it's this whole trip, everything covering it, everything we hear is going to be smoke and mirrors, hysteria. I get the very strong psyop here. So this card, I'm getting a psyop vibe. The moon reversed, getting a psyop vibe. Three of Cups reversed, the Five of Swords. So she's going to be trying to recreate all the hysteria she made, when she got married around that time, and trying to rev it up again. Yeah. Well, they bring in more death and destruction. And I think they're all in on it together. I mean, Harry and Meghan are doing the dirty work of the globalists, World Economic Forum, and the royal family here. I really think that this is all part of the distractions of these two. That's what it's looking like. We're all certainly on the same page and continue to be so, but brace for impact. It's been nice and quiet for a while now, and she's going to do her best. She's going to do her satanic damnness to rev things up again. So anyways, that is what I have. So I hope you found this interesting. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.